Hello, friends. We love our listeners. Oh. We just discovered that
I'm so
today. We could
jealous. I
do that.
can't do it. Mine doesn't do it.
So today we're talking about unlikely friendships
Oh,
and maybe like intergenerational friendships or I don't know, lots. What do you think, Jan? What else?
different cultures, different ages. Yeah, it's just the unlikeliness of friendships.
Connecting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, there's probably more, but you can let us
There's
know
more,
what we
but that's
missed.
yeah.
There you go.
Like, have you ever had? You've probably had one that was kind of a surprise to you,
Me?
and maybe you didn't have. Yeah, this girl. How did we become friends? It's like what? So unlikely. So maybe you don't have even the same shared values as the other person, or the usual relatability sort of standards expectations you would have. Maybe you're not even close to the same personality type, or
Yeah,
maybe your friendship is completely inconvenient, like a different time
completely.
zone, like halfway around the world. Hello. And so, Jen, you said, what about them? Take more.
I feel like with the unlikely friendships, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about
Yeah.
connecting. You have to be intentional about getting to know each other with your time and space, right? And even you and I,
Hmm.
we're never in the same space except through the
We're
airwaves,
not.
except through the airwaves. So we have to be very intentional with the time difference, the
Yes.
spatial difference. But damn, I'm a blessed woman to have you in my life. So, whew,
I'm so touched. I just love it that we're friends.
yes,
It's
I
the
do too.
best.
I do too.
And there's things we talked about that, about how unexpected friendships offer something that maybe just the people you've known forever don't
Yeah.
offer. So what about that?
Oh, well, I know that there is because, and I'm just going to use you for an example. I actually have a few others that are in my life that were totally unlikely, but I'm going to use you as example. Because, because you don't know me from back then. You don't know who I was
Yeah.
then. There is a perspective
Mhm.
of me that you have that actually no one else has. And so the
Mhm.
wisdom, the listening ears, the mentorship, the things that you share with me are just beautiful and such a learning
Mhm.
place for me and comfort and safety. And
Yeah.
that's one perspective. And also that you are in a different culture living as an American in a different culture and that perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so much life within you that I get to live vicariously through. So,
Yes. And you're living with dating apps that I've never had that experience. And you have opened my
oh my
mind,
God, we're
my
going to do an
friend.
episode about this.
And
Holy
that.
shit. That's all I got to
Does
say.
that mean I'll have to get on a dating app to
Oh my,
practice?
no,
Sorry, Robert.
no, no. It
I
is a
wouldn't. Don't worry.
jungle out there. It's a jungle out there, man. I'm telling you. Woo! Oh, and I do know, and I also have younger friends. I have people that are
Yes.
much younger than me and friendships, and
Hmm.
I love it so much. Even my
Awesome.
dancers, we're not friends. I'm their coach instructor, but there's a life that brings into me that's even really really cool
Yeah.
perspective
Yeah.
because they're living a different
Perspective.
youth than I did. They're living a different one than I
Yeah.
did. So how about
Yeah.
you? What's
Yeah.
an
The same.
unlikely?
I had that. Well, I had it as a teacher.
Oh yeah.
A lot of young, because and also that had, actually, this is a tough thing, but it was a constant changing of friends, because in
Oh,
the international world people move around. And so we were in Milan for a long time, and we had friends come, and then they
oh,
go, and it was
oh,
really
that's
hard
hard.
to stay. Like, oh, it was really tough. But then the bonus is you're always shifting your perspective, always learning from people who are from yet another place. And often they were younger than us, a few older, but mostly younger. like neophytes,
Yeah,
little
I
babies.
love that too. Well, and it is,
I do.
and it brings clarity to your truth, our perspective, our
Hmm.
lens, right? And so you're learning, and
Yeah,
you're like, I'll take that, I'll leave that,
yeah,
and it's all okay. It's interesting.
yeah.
There's more of that okayness and the unlikely friendships than there are in the
Hmm.
ones that have been around for a while. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, and a lot. Yeah, and a lot more grace. I think
Yeah.
also is you just tend to give a little bit more space for that for some reason.
I think we need to do a study on that, Mary. It's like,
I think we do
it,
too. It's really interesting.
yeah, and as I'm being enlightened with this insight, I think I'm going to take this with me and insert it into some of the established friendships that I have, and see what happens. We'll get back to you on that.
It's yeah. I mean, it's kind of like any relationship, like a marriage, and you have to insert aliveness into your marriage because
Yeah.
otherwise it becomes ho hum, and you don't want friendships that are boring. Just cut those out because sometimes it takes an action. It's not just like, oh, I don't really, I've decided this person doesn't fit with me anymore, but really sometimes it's something you have to do, I think, to change it up,
Yeah.
make it a more thriving
It's,
experience.
well, and I know
Anyway.
with me, and it's that growth thing, right? If we don't grow together, then we go that way. We grow
Yeah.
apart. So, and I think that's in any
Yeah.
relationship, because I do feel like
Yeah.
intimate romantic relationships, there's the baseline is that true friendship, that thing that holds you together, and it is that intention.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. We
I,
talked about that leveling up. Would you say something about that, about the challenge of an unusual friendship?
oh, challenge. I think the challenge. Is there a challenge?
Well, you talked about how you have to keep yourself, you have to keep leveling up
Yeah.
because it's
Oh,
like it's unexpected, like,
yes. Yes. Oh, I see. Yes, yes, yes. I remember we were it is the challenge, which I was thinking actually like in the negative sense, where I think you were spinning it as a positive. So, ooh,
Ah,
wow. Okay,
ooh.
Jan. Okay, negative Nelly. Okay. Oh,
You're not negative. Come
oh.
on.
Yeah, the friendships that have come into my life, I'd say in the past several years, damn, I'm just like, damn you people, you just keep pushing me to
Yeah.
grow, and
Yeah.
you don't even know it. That's the beauty of it is I'm ready and I love this new adventure of new people in my life, and
Mhm.
it's a growth thing, and it does, because some of those old stories, and y'all know that I've been working on releasing all that old stuff, the old stories, and that self talk of there, and it challenges me there.
Yeah.
I can't. It's not. I
Yeah.
can't bring that old stuff into the new. Y'all have nothing to do with that. God love
And then
you.
just thinking of just thinking about how you get these kind of wacky, different friendships. I'm thinking
Yeah.
there's a couple of things I've noticed. One is like shifting my own perception of a relationship, like mine with my mother. And I realized the other day,
Wow.
you know what? She's my friend. It kind of makes me weepy.
Oh, I love that
She's my
so much.
friend. I could say things to her that I never could before,
Oh,
and it's there's a depth and a, I don't know, a give and a take that when I was, I don't know, 5 years ago, I wasn't doing that give and
yeah.
take. I was just being a
No.
jerk. So, well,
Well, and look, and
I mean, it was different.
yeah, well, the unlikeliness. I mean, 5 years ago, you had no
Yes.
clue that you and your mom would be where you are today. Wow,
Yes.
that is, oh,
So to see that person as a friend is
is
fabulous.
huge. And
But,
just coming
but
off of losing my mom, yay
yeah,
you for this time. That y'all
yeah,
stepped into this time.
thankful.
It's
Yep.
good. It's good. That it, it
It
brings,
just, I think just being tuned in, like when you go out into the world
yeah.
and tune in to people that could become friends. And yesterday I went to a physiotherapy appointment
Oh,
first time. this Brazilian woman. She was amazing. And at the end, she said, "Oh, now we're friends." I'm like, "Oh, I made a friend just like that." Snap. It was awesome. And she knows everything about my body
Well, I
too.
was going to say, hands on
Still
deck.
likes me. Wow, it was awesome.
Right? But you know what's cool about that? Can I
Oh,
go in a weird place here? I'm going to put a weird spin on that
sure.
because,
Of course.
of course, because she did have her hands on your body. She was connected to you energetically, right? I mean, there was that thing
Yeah.
that was crossing
Yeah.
between the two. And let me tell you, I bet you anything, if there was some bad Gregory in there, she wouldn't have said that.
She'd be like,
See you.
yeah.
Thank you.
And there's also that.
Bye.
See you next week.
Yep.
Very formally.
Yep. Seriously.
Yeah.
So
And
that's,
also all the vulnerability too. I think that,
yeah.
I mean, you've shown it all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So,
And also, I think in friendships, we assume things like that person can't really be my friend because, so we have these little
ooh,
expectations in our head of who could be our friend, who might not be our friend. We got to
that's
shake loose of
true.
those things.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have to be careful. I will say with that, I don't want to have. I have to be careful of my space and my energy because I can love so many that I don't have the
Yes.
energy that I need to give the people that I care about. So,
Right. Good.
you know what I mean?
So
It's like,
calm down. Just calm down.
I don't mean that to sound weird or all that, but I do love people. I do. I love people.
Me
People
too.
and meeting new people energizes me. It just is good. And so,
Yeah.
but I do. I'm
So
like,
good.
oh God, I can panic because I want to. It takes up all day, right? It just there.
Right.
I was like, what the hell did you do today? Talk,
So, talk. I talked a lot.
talk a lot.
Okay, so my talking friend. So, what would you suggest to our listeners that they do this week for
I
friendship? That is.
I would the first thing I would encourage you to do is to be aware of what your energy is when you're in places that are unlikely to find someone that you would connect with, because then possibly you could strike up a conversation. Maybe you're in a new grocery store, or you're somewhere where you haven't been before, and something sparks up a conversation. You just never know. You just never
You
know
never
who's going
know.
to step into your life and freaking level you up. Go,
Yeah,
go.
that level up, that openness, willingness, that whole
Yes,
attitude of
it is.
embracing
I
newness.
Yeah, it's not, I don't feel like it's a hunt or a find, but I feel like if you,
Right.
that came off so weird,
I'm out,
but you
I'm out
know,
hunting.
well, okay. Well, here's the thing is I'm in a safe space because I'm in a place where I grew up. I've left here, come back, left here, come back. So I'm not quote unquote say in your space, a new place. And I do think there's a little bit of a, um, what's it called? What are those hunts called? A treasure hunt, you know?
What treasure hunt?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're finding your
Do
friend.
that kind of hunt.
Yes, that kind of hunt. It's a treasure hunt. It's finding that friendship, that the treasure. Yeah. Sorry. We were talking about
It's okay.
dating apps. So
Off you
off
go.
I go. Sorry.
Okay, so friends, we wish you a great week. Finding
Yes.
friends, connecting with people in a different way,
Yeah.
being surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. Go do it.
Right.
Go out there and find your treasure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Aw.
Hmm. Oh, one more time.
Okay.
One more time. We love you.
Uh, I don't know if it'll. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I love that. It's so cool. Okay. All right, that's enough silly.
okay. Bye.
Okay. Ciao, friends.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, what?
This is our last episode of the season, isn't it?
That's right. Episode,
20,
yeah,
20
episode
something.
22.
Yeah, this is for the
22
season.
is season 2.
We are
Two, two,
taking the summer
two.
off, and what we're going to do some lives, but to keep in touch. But yeah, have a great summer, and we will see you
Yeah.
soon.
We'll see you in Sep.
Hey,
See
catch up with
you
us
in
on Instagram Lives.
September. Yes. Awesome.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Ciao, ciao.